What are you at, ladies and gentlemen? Light Goes here, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 20 favorite mounts to farm in World of Warcraft. If you have any of your own favorite mounts that you want to add to the list, feel free to add them in the comments down below. I would very much like to see which ones you guys like to farm as well. We're going to start off with the newest mounts that they've put in the game and work our way back. First off, we have the Dune Scavenger, which they've added to a Dune, and you can get him from just killing the mobs, killing the enemies that are out in that area. He's one of my favorite new mounts that they've added to the game. Very cool mount for sure. Next up, we have the little donkey. Now, they've added him to the Warfront content out in Arathi Highlands. You just have to kill a specific rare out there, and you have a chance to get this guy to drop. Moving along, we have Sharkbait. This guy is a new model that they've added, and this guy drops from a dungeon. He drops from Freehold on Mythic or Mythic Plus. Very cool new model that they've added to the game. Along the same lines, we have got the Tomb Stalker Raptor mount. Very cool. Again, it's in a dungeon, King's Rest, and he drops on Mythic or Mythic Plus as well. The last one that we have here from the new expansion is the Witherbark Darwing. He is as well in the Warfront content out in Arathi Highlands, and as well he drops from one of the rares out there. Moving along to Legion content, we have the Abyss Worm. It's a very rare model that you can get. Very cool mount, and you find him in the Tomb of Sargeras raid. Next up, we have one of my favorite mounts of all time in the Antoran Charhound. I think this guy looks absolutely epic. Definitely, I would say, in my top 2 or 3 mounts in the game. He's very, very cool, and you can find him in Antorus, the Burning Throne. Rare drop out there. Now, all of these that are from Legion, you're probably going to want to get a friend or two to come along with you to farm these, because it is still pretty difficult content to solo on your own for sure. Next up, sticking with the Legion content, we have the Felblaze Infernal. This guy's found in the Nighthold. Very large, imposing mount that you can get. Very cool dude for sure. And next up we have Midnight. This guy is found in a Return to Karazhan dungeon. Again, very cool mount. One of my favorite horse mounts for sure. Sticking with the Return to Karazhan, we have the Smoldering Ember Wym. This guy's a little bit different. He does drop from a boss that's in this dungeon, but he's also connected to a little thing that you have to do. It's like a timed event in the dungeon. I would recommend that you look up a guide to figure out how to get this guy. It's not too bad to get, and he actually has a pretty good drop rate. But yeah, I would definitely recommend looking up a guide to figure out how to get this guy for sure. Moving along to the Warlords of Draenor content. I have only one mount from the Warlords of Draenor content, but this guy is really, really cool. Had to have him in for sure. The Felsteel Annihilator. You can get him from Hellfire Citadel. Definitely a cool mount. Now, moving along to Pandaria content, we have the Kor'kron Juggernaut. This guy is another one of my favorites, probably in my top 5 mounts. Super cool. You can get him from Garrosh and Siege of Orgrimmar. Super cool mount. Sticking with Pandaria content, we've got the Son of Galeon. This guy you get from Galeon, which is a world boss in the Valley of the Four Winds. Pretty easy one to farm since it's a world boss. But yeah, he's a pretty unique model, and I really like him. Really like him for sure. Now, moving on to Cataclysm content, we have the Drake of the North Wind. This is one of my favorite dragon models. Very cool model for sure. You get him in the Vortex Pinnacle. like this guy a lot. Sticking with the Cataclysm content, we have Flame Talon of Alisrazor, and you get him in the Firelands raid from Alisrazor, and yeah, he's super cool. Sticking with the Firelands, we have the Pureblood Firehawk that you get from Ragnaros. Really cool model. I love that flame texture coming off him there. Really, really cool. Moving into Wrath of the Lich King expansion, which is my favorite expansion. We have the blue Proto-Drake. I absolutely loved the Proto-Drakes back in the day, and they're still one of my favorite models in the game. Extremely cool. You get this one from Utgard Pinnacle, and he has a chance to drop from Scotty the Ruthless. Now, all of these that are in the list, especially the ones that are not in the new content, not from the new expansion, they have really low drop rates, but once you get them, they're definitely worth all the effort. Now, one mount that I could talk about that has eluded me for many, many years, that is a really low drop rate, is this guy here, Invincible. Absolutely amazing mount. My absolute favorite mount in the game for sure. Would absolutely love to have this guy. He's dropped off the Lich King and the Icecrown Citadel. But like I said, I've been farming this guy for years. I still have not got him. But he's definitely worth trying for sure. Absolutely amazing. Getting close to the end here, we have Mimiron's Head. He's found in Old War. Again, very cool mount model for sure. Now, last but certainly not least, we have the Ashes of Allar. One of the coolest mount models from early World of Warcraft for sure. Like, just look at that. It's absolutely amazing. Get that one from Tempest Keep off Kael'thas Sunstrider. Absolutely amazing. So that is my list, guys. Like I said, if you have any of your own favorites that you want to add to this list, feel free to comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see all you in the next video. Bye, guys.